On this video, I'll show you the 4 styles I used to swim 50 freestyle in less than 30 seconds. We will analyze the pros and cons of each style of freestyle so you can pick the one that is best for you. Straight arms or windmill? Best example, floor and Manaudou. None of these styles of freestyle were invented by me. I've just studied them by watching Olympians, my teammates, and by testing them myself. I know this one doesn't look pretty or smooth, but it has its pros. Pro number 1. With this stroke, you can achieve one of the fastest tempos. In the 50 freestyle of London 2012, Manaudou, the winner of the event, swam with this technique at a 0.46 tempo, meaning more than 2 strokes per second. He was moving his arms this fast while pulling a lot of water. Pro number 2. By hitting the water straight down, my brother noticed it elevated my hips to the surface a little, giving me a better angle to move forward. Pro number 3. It forces you to rotate more. Therefore, you use the core muscles more, which is always a good thing. Con number 1. If you don't rotate enough, it will be counterproductive and it will be more dangerous for your shoulders. Con number 2. When you enter the water with your arms straight, it creates a bigger splash, which means more water surface resistance. To compensate, you need more muscle power to pull yourself forward quickly. Con number 3. You have to be strong to swim like this and have a very efficient complementary kick. It is more difficult to breathe with this style. This is because you're going fast and there's a lot of water splashing all around. Horse freestyle. Best example, Kyle Chalmers. This stroke has a subtle difference for the viewer, but for the swimmer, it is really noticeable. Look at this horse first. Its front legs touch the ground almost at the same time, and that gives it more power to do a long jump. The same idea brought to swimming looks like this. This is exaggerated, of course, but this is actually how Caleb Dressel and Kyle Chalmers swim. They swim with a 0.1 difference between the arms. So the jump that the horse does is when they take a breath. It is subtle, but if you consider that both arms are doing the same thing, 0.1 of a second is quite a difference. Pro number 1. Breathing is easier. You get into a better rhythm. I don't know why, but once you get the hang of it, you get into a rhythm fast and it feels like it's easier to swim at a constant speed. Pro number 3. To be honest, I really just learned this technique a couple of months ago in preparation for this video. I learned that you can use gravity when you're coming back from the jump to help you rotate. It is a similar concept to going high in breaststroke in order to shoot forward. It's not symmetrical. That might throw off some people. Your pull has to be strong and effective to do that jump part. If your kick fades, you won't be able to pull yourself forward effectively. If you're going to try this technique, what helped me the most is doing my first stroke with the opposite arm of the side that I breathe. So for me, that was doing my first stroke with the right arm to be able to breathe to the left. It's funny, I watch a lot of swimming videos and haven't seen anyone mention this type of freestyle, probably because it doesn't look very pretty, but it is very common among elite swimmers. Boat freestyle. Best example, Kate Campbell. The elbows in the recovery are bent, and the hands are close to the body. The pool is very symmetrical. The entry is clean. We actually made a video about this style, which we will link in the description. Pro number 1. If you breathe every 2, 3, or 4 strokes, the technique doesn't suffer. Pro number 2. You don't have to be super strong. Pro number 3. It is easier to teach and learn. Con number 1. You ride low on the surface, so you have to breathe quickly. Con number 2. It is hard to achieve a high tempo. Con number 3. You need a super strong kick. Aero freestyle. Best example, Katie Ledecky. This way of swimming seems very popular among you, our audience. Smooth and kind of impressive that this almost 30-year-old can go under 30 seconds with these few movements. Good job, me. We will check again in 30 years. Pro number 1. You save a lot of leg energy with a 2-beat kick. Pro number 2. It is the smoothest. Therefore, you can do less strokes. Con number 1. You have to make up with your arms in core engagement what you save in energy with your legs. Con number 2. The speed is not constant. You accelerate and decelerate on every stroke, so your body position needs to be very horizontal to not decelerate quickly. Con number 3. If you're one of the many people who have watched our video on the aero freestyle and have tried it, you know that it feels great, but it's not easy to swim fast. How should you pick your style of freestyle? There is no best way to swim freestyle. Even for me, it has changed depending on the distance that I'm swimming and other things that are in constant change, like my age, my strength, and my endurance. So my advice is to learn all 4 styles and master the ones that feel right, because you never know when you're gonna need them. Also, you will find subtleties that you can change to make it work better for you. For example, you can kick a little more in the aero freestyle. You might find that it works better for you. Nathan Adrian swims with 3 different styles in the 100 freestyle. He starts with boat freestyle. After the turn, he goes to horse freestyle. In the last 10 meters, he does straight arm windmill. It is amazing to watch, and it worked for him in 2012. Whatever you choose though, keep these 6 things in mind. Breathe quickly. On every style of freestyle, the breath needs to be quick. You don't need to fill up your lungs completely because you don't exhale completely. Put aside what you learned in yoga for a minute and do shallow breaths. Rotate. It doesn't matter if you're swimming aero freestyle or horse freestyle. You need to rotate, especially your shoulders, in order to pull better. Don't move your head. The head moves in a straight line, so even when you breathe, you need to keep your head in line. Quick kicks. Make sure your kicks are small and quick on every style. On these 3 styles, you want to create splash without kicking out of the surface. Use your core. The core is the biggest group of muscles in your body. It doesn't only help you to keep a good position in the water, but also helps you rotate, kick, and pull water. Use fins. The main difference of each style is in the arms. So to make things easier to learn, you can use fins and feel how different each style is. Bonus, as you could see here, the underwater kicks are a big part of every style. It doesn't matter if you are doing 2 or 10 dolphin kicks. They need to be fast and powerful. Practice and perfect them. Here's a quick workout you can do to improve all 4 styles of freestyle. Sorry for not posting a video in a while. We were busy with our San Diego swimming camp, which went great by the way. Thank you. And we were busy moving to our new offices. They're not as cool as these ones yet, but hey, at least we have a green screen. Here's the winner of our last video. This time, we're going to give away one of our brand new swim cap designs. To participate in the giveaway, you'll need to do the same thing we did last time. Share this video on your swim team chat, take a screenshot and send it to us via WhatsApp to this number. Talk to you there. Swim fast!